Hey, Team You Can Too. I just got off a client call and I wanted to share something with you. And I just thought, probably more than one person could use this. So I'm just gonna share. And you've got my lounge chair for when it's sunny, my flag for when it's sunny, and my broom right behind me. And normally that's not there, but I don't think you really care. Let's talk about why we don't have to be perfect. Okay. So, some of you, what you do is you think that you have to be perfect on plan and that your plan is a big puzzle and that there are edge pieces, there are background pieces, and there are the forefront pieces, and that all those have to be in the right spot. And what this client said to me, what this client friend said to me was, all these things, a lot of these things can be a condiment. They can be a lean, and then they can be a healthy fat. So, what's going on here? I'm confused. And so, I talked about how sometimes, depending on the amount of what we use, something can be like cheese. It can be a protein. If I eat 1.5 cups of cottage cheese, that's 1%. I can do that as my full leanest protein, but then I have to add two healthy fats. But if I eat 1.5 cups of 2% cottage cheese, then I have to have one healthy fat with that. And that counts as my leaner meat. Okay. And then, just how you can change up your plan. It is so beautiful how we can puzzle piece some things in. How can I have 3 ounces of grilled chicken and two and a half ounces of steak? So I don't have to choose between steak or chicken. I can mix those and have a nice combination. How can I incorporate the cauliflower thins from Outer Isle, which I'm going to be doing a post on, I promise. So how can I do that? And how can I love myself and with my food? And so please don't go into this thinking that it is a perfect puzzle. We will move some puzzle pieces around as you are ready for them, and you need to be willing to learn and jump in and try a puzzle piece. You know, keep a journal. It is vital that you keep a journal, keep a diary entry, write things down on what you eat, and then look at your weight at the end of the week when you are weighing in. Write your weight for that week. And if you had good weight loss that week, hey, repeat and make some tweaks to try some new things. Record your weight. If you didn't do as well, maybe those tweaks, whether it be you didn't get as much movement in, or whether or not you tried a new type of lean, or maybe you were doing different types of greens, or you use different healthy fats, whatever it is, that maybe your body doesn't appreciate that as much. So you can, and then if you ever get to a place where you're like, hey, my body is not responding as good as I think it should. And so you can go back to your journal on days that you had the most weight loss, and you can just repeat that day after day, those same feelings, those same lean and greens. Okay. So you can totally do that. But cut yourself some grace, try some new things, and just love yourself. Um, I can't wait for summer to get here because my favorite lean and green in the summer is 2% cottage cheese with a Arkansas tomato from Walmart sliced up, and a cucumber, a little mini cucumber with a little bit of olive oil on it. So that's my 3 servings of healthy green, my full lean, and my healthy fat. I keep it simple. And I love that I'm out of the kitchen because it's allowed me to health coach, and it's allowed me more time to work with people, and I'm not in the kitchen. So really all I do is I spend the time I would normally be in the kitchen baking or cooking bad things. I am now health coaching, and I'm doing that, and it's been amazing because it has provided for extra income. And so now I'm getting paid to not be in the kitchen, and I'm getting paid to not be a slave in my own kitchen cooking. So that's just definitely something to be thinking about. But love yourself enough to not be so dang rigid, because we don't want to be rigid. We don't want to be so rigid that we can't even stick to it. So cut yourself some slack. Go explore some new things. Look for some new recipes. Go find some compliant things that you can help yourself. Eliminate those condiments off of your food, so off of your feelings, so that way you can have some in your lean and green, and use some of those seasonings and spices and things that you're wanting to use.